doesn't sit in real deep with me. I was a camper from 76 to 84, 85. But you talked about your last meeting with them. Well, my first meeting with them as an adult, not as a camper or a counselor, I had looked for them for a couple of years. And before Facebook, there was, you paid a couple $100 and you could find like the last 10 addresses. And I remember them being in Florida, and I couldn't find them. And then Leslie Shaw, I don't know if you remember, her name was Pega. Okay, well, she came home to Mount Vernon, Illinois, because her father passed away. And her name's Leslie, I told Leslie, I've been looking for them, I really feel I need to connect with them again. And she said, well, Mary, they're up at camp. And she, and her phone gave me the phone number, and I called, and nervous that he wouldn't remember me out of the 1,000 girls that they raised. I said, hi, Pablo, this is Mary Federici. And he said, Mary Federici, what are you doing? And if any of you know Pablo intimately, he's got a nice little dirty streak in them. Just a little bit. And so I preface that by saying, he said, what are you doing now? I said, well, I started a company. And he said, Mary, how is the prostitute business? I said, it's you.
Oh my God. That's awesome. Okay, no more stories about that? Yes, it's totally true.
I want to linger a little longer here with you. It's such a perfect night, it doesn't seem quite right, it should be my last with you. I want to linger a little longer here with you. It's a perfect night, it doesn't seem quite right, it should be my last with you. And as the years go by, I'll think of you as our dancing days and friendship shoes. A little longer here with you.
Lay down. You're so hot. Just lay down. You're lucky to be here.
Just to see you again. Oh, sorry. I got carried away.
All you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend.
You've got a friend. People can be so cold. They'll hurt you
And desert you.
take your soul if you let them. Don't you let them.
Call my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will.
You got a friend. That's right, sister. Right to the sky. Just to the sky, right?
Can we sing Run River Run? Yeah.
Above you, written dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow. Keep your head together, call my name aloud. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend.
That's right.
Well done,
Little
Fiesta
soul.
girls.
How about country? Yes. Oh, what is that?
I'm Daphne.
104.
Solana.
I just Solana.
Solana.
In the later years, I was Solana. I just feel like I just really need to thank Pablo and Bettina for so many things that they gave in my life. 2 of them are sitting here. All of you are sitting here, but my son and my daughter wouldn't even be here if I hadn't showed up here in 1969. And I think what Mary said made me want to come up here is that Pablo and Betty both always, I think, made all of us feel special. I mean, you could call them, they knew who you were, and they made you feel like you lit up their life by just talking to them on the phone or seeing them. And for me, they were such special people that at one point, it's just an example of how special they were. In the 90s, I came back here and worked here in 90 and 91. But one of the reasons that I came to work was that I was in the midst of going through a divorce, and my own parents were living in Mexico. And at that time, there were no cell phones and no internet, and I couldn't even really talk to my own parents. And Bettina and Pablo both called me and said, "Come to camp. Come live in the winter cabin. We don't care if you work before us, but this is a place that you need to be to spend your summer." And I mean, you think about, who does that for someone? So I got my little car and I buzzed up here, and I worked the whole summer. And Jeff was here, and a lot of you know the rest of the story. But you know that line about the love and the friendship that dwell here. This is a special place, and it's just in my heart, and I know it's in all of yours. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm not the best speaker. I think I'm the oldest one, though.
No.
Daphne told me I wasn't. I met Carolyn, and she said she is. I'm Joanne, and I don't remember what I was called here. It wasn't Mexican, but I came with the Kirbys. And Carolyn, if you came in 56, I came in 55. I'm sure I came before. Where is Carolyn?
Oh, I think she left.
Did she leave? Okay, well, now I really am the oldest. So I win. I don't know what I want to say, but I know I want to say something. And I want to, first of all, thank Pablo and Bettina and all of his kids and grandkids. I just think the world of all of you. And thank you for sharing them with all of us, and thank you for sharing yourselves. And this place, this lake, I gotta tell you, it's powerful. And you can give anything you want to give to this lake, and it'll help you. I just did that the other day, and it was such a powerful feeling to be in it and on it. And the pine trees you can take with you as well. They're all over, but these are the ones that will talk to you, as well as everything around here, the sun and the moon, and you're all very blessed, and I'm glad that you appreciate it. I had the privilege of sending some of my kids here. I actually grew up right across the lake, and people would ask me, well, if you're that close, what are you doing going to Campo Fiesta? And it took me a while to really figure that out, but what you learn here is special. That doesn't sound like a word that is big enough, but you take it with you, and I think you all have. And I hope you are so proud of yourself and your families and what you got out of Campo Fiesta. Daphne's right. I could come back and talk to Pablo and Bettina anytime and probably get a bowl of Cheetos as well. I played tennis with them forever. I hope I can play as well as long as they did. And I really think they're here. and they just are. You can just feel them, and they're so happy. I live in Idaho, and I went with my daughter Tori the other day, and we picked lavender. And I didn't really know what I was going to do with it, and then I suddenly wanted to bring it here and share it with all of you. So I gave it to somebody. I think, is it up there?
My mom has it.
Your mom has it? And is it handy?
Oh, is it here? Okay.
And it's a very, very healing thing. It's a very healing source of nature. And so I would like, if it's, is it okay to kind of pass it around? And if you ever can't sleep, just put some lavender on your feet and it'll relax you. And so I just kind of offer it to the fire. So I want, can you guys pass it out and let everybody take a little bit? Is it here?
No, it's in the cabinet.
Oh, it's not even here. Oh, okay. I thought it was down there by the fire. Well, anyway, for whatever that's worth, I blew that. I just also would.
Oh wait, they have more. Oh, there it is.
So just, I didn't bring as much as I probably should have, but just take a little handful and do what you want. Rub it around your face or your hands or your ears or whatever works, and throw it in the fire. And whatever you need to heal, I wish you well. Just do it. Just let all those things heal, because that's what that fire's here to do. And thank your parents, whoever got you here in the first place, because they must have been very, very wise in loving you and sharing this with you. So I wish you all continued good thoughts.
Thank you.
I do think that the older campers, I don't know, were better singers. I hate to tell you, but you're going to have to come up with some.
That sounds like a challenge.
I don't remember all these songs you're singing, so I do think there are some that are. But anyway, I was little. I was very little, and I was probably scared. And I just thought everybody walked on water, and I just wanted to do everything that they could do. And I'm sure that that would be true of you as well. So anyway, thank you. Thank you.
So I have something I want to say. I don't want to get up in front of the microwave, because that, or microwave. I was going to say because it makes me nervous, but obviously that I don't need that. But
another glass of milk.
yeah,
Okay.
something Heidi and I both have always said is we would get back from being at camp, and we would hear all our friends be like, oh my gosh, I met this new boy and I had the best summer and we were at the pool and I got a great tan, and we would be like,
Sure,
you don't
so
even
true.
understand what a summer's really about. Like, we were annoyed to have to listen to their stories. Like, we just felt like we lost our family, but at the same time, you know, like, you had this best summer and we shared all these amazing things, and we went on bog walks, and they went to the pool, you know? And so I would try my hardest to share my stories with my friends, and I've told my family this before, and I'd be like, yeah, and my grandfather's name's Pablo, and he would dress up as the Tooth Fairy, and they would look at me and go, so your grandfather's Mexican cross-dresser. All right, so yeah, your summer is not as hard. So yeah, so and it was so nice that we at least had each other to like fully appreciate this place, and we could talk about it, and and when you come together again, it's like you get to share it all over again, and you have the same people who remember. Sorry, see? And I saw a picture tonight. I can't do it. Never mind.
You can take a deep. You can take a breath. You can. You're amongst friends. You can take time. Take a breath.
Love you. So I saw a picture tonight I haven't seen in a long time, and I took a picture of it, and it's me hugging my grandma, and there was something so special about her hugs, and I saw it every time anybody got them. It wasn't just me. They felt it, and she was so good about that. Pablo could all make us laugh, but when I was homesick, or I just needed someone to love me. She was always there. And I saw so many campers that, you know, and they talk about Pablo because he's like the coolest guy ever. but at the same time, and then they turn and they talk about my grandma, and you could just see how warm they were about her, and that picture just represented it, and it was awesome, and it's just cool that you guys are all here. So thank you for coming.
That's nice.
I didn't need a microphone. I should have stood in front of the microwave.
Or a microwave. A microwave. Yeah.